We're going to move along now and help you get rid of pests in your house. No, I'm not talking about the relatives that haven't left since Thanksgiving. I can't help you with those. But what I can help you with are pests that you don't want in your home. Maybe that would include maybe some mice, maybe some things inside your home because it's getting colder outside and they're finding their way inside. If you've got electrical outlets in your home, Bell Howell delivers an ultrasonic set of 14 plug-in pest repeller units. Little David is keeping watch over the whole shooting match tonight. But if you don't have a little David to keep an eye out for all of those pests, then Bell Howell can do the job for you. Varying sizes, work in varying outlets around your home, working with your home's electricity to create an ultrasonic pitch that only pests can hear. Can your pets hear it? No. Dogs and cats, not bothered by this. But this is going to help drive all of the other pests out of your home and hopefully out of your life. Breaks down to about $4 and change per plug. This is a phenomenal buy. Let's welcome in Scott Hind, one of our home specialists, who's going to talk to us more about how this works, because for over 100 years we've trusted Bell & Howell. Trust them tonight to chase away the pests. Scotty, it's good to have you back with us.
So very good to see you, David. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it. And you're right. We trust Bell & Howell. And this is a big one because this is the exact time of year we have to start worrying about this. We have about 4 to 5 months of really cold weather coming up. That's exactly when the mice, the rodents, everything, all those yucky guys try and come inside. Here's the thing. They're cute. We like them. They're neat. They're fun when they're Stuart Little driving the car. But the problem is we don't want them in our home. But we don't want to, exterminate them ourselves. So there's really 3 options, which are nasty chemicals, which we don't want, exterminators. Second are these awful snap traps, which are gruesome. And then these glue traps are about the most inhumane thing you can possibly think of. So none of those are good options. We'll leave it to Bell & Howell, the technology leader, to come up with something that I don't actually understand the science, but the key to it is we don't hear it, the pets don't hear it, but the rodents and the mice and the rats, sounds like nails on a chalkboard. And the great thing, David, is if they don't come into your house, you don't have to worry about getting rid of them.
And that's the beauty part. Now, all we do with these, plug them into outlets around our home. Is that correct?
That's exactly correct. So what's kind of neat about it, too, is you get 5 of these micros, and they all work the same. They're all the same one. So that's a big key. They just have a couple of different features, but the hypersonic pitch is the same. And why I like this micro is because it's really inconspicuous. In fact, I'm going to step away. If you look behind me, I have one plugged in. Kind of hard to see where it is. David, it's actually up here, and it's on, and it's working, and it's blinking. So you kind of look through the kitchen. We got Christmas decorations, all this stuff. You barely even see it, but it's working for you 24 hours a day. That's what I really like about it.
And the best part is we can put this on every level of our home. In fact, that's recommended, isn't it?
It's exactly correct. That's why Bell & Howell originally offered this in a less number in the assortment. And the feedback was, hey, we want to put one in every room. So Bell & Howell listened and said, okay, how about we give you 14? Now you can plug them in throughout your entire home. But you get a couple that have the dusk to dawn feature, which is like a nice casual nightlight. You get a couple with the plug bypass, which is great. You get 5 of those micros, which are really inconspicuous, and then 5 of the classics. So it's really, you put them throughout, and anywhere you can. If you can put them in your attic, or if you have a crawl space, or definitely in your garage for sure. Anywhere in your kitchen, because obviously that's where the food is, David. You just want to spread them throughout your home, and you'll never know they're there.
And the most important thing here is that they are discreet. They're doing their job while you're living your life and doing other things. Because if you're putting out rodent traps, if you're putting out all that kind of thing, you're inviting in an exterminator. That means a stranger coming into your home. Not only that, but they're coming in spraying chemicals and leaving things. We worry about introducing any more of those toxic things into our environment, particularly in the environment where we live. This is something that works safely, discreetly, and effectively. In fact, a couple of these have little outlets on the side here so that when you're using these, you can actually plug, you don't relinquish the outlet just because you plug this into it. You've got a little outlet on the side, right?
Yeah, that's exactly correct, David. If we're actually able to go to my second camera, thank you guys. There's one of the products you and I presented several times, the Bissell AeroSlim. Well, that's plugged right into the Bell & Howell Pest Repeller, so you don't lose an outlet. But so you're getting the charging there, and then you're getting the effectiveness of the Bell & Howell. That's in my garage as we speak. That's a live shot. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a button on my camera real quick, Mr. David, and it's going to head up. And I'm going to show you something that's kind of interesting. That is my attic in my garage. And when I finished that, I actually had the electrician not just put a light in, but an outlet. And you can see the Bell & Howell. You see that little flashing light lets you know it's working well. Guess what? Mice can climb up through the walls. They can go about anywhere. So you want to have it any possible place in your house you can. And that's where I have one of them. I have all 14 in this set plugged in throughout my entire home because I want to have that confidence of knowing I'm doing everything I can. And in fact, maybe put 2 in your garage just so you know, because that's really where they come in.
And so many of us now are excited about an opportunity to be able to get rid of pests and rodents without having to introduce any chemicals and do anything drastic or inhumane. This is not going to kill them. It just gets rid of them and keeps them away, and that's the important thing. Bell & Howell, we've known and trusted for over 100 years. Scott Heim, we've trusted for many years on QVC. It is good to have you back, Bell.
It's always good to see you, my friend. Be well.
You too, buddy. Be safe. Let's check in with Allie, who's going to update us about the halo.